welcome in everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Down. 60-yard. Hey, team 6. Team up.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Ready? 18 Gator. I got one. 5.
Johnson, off play action, being chased out left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Looking to throw. Johnson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Johnson now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch them.
Let's go. 8 read. Christian travel.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Matt Longacre. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he will score. Touchdown in Indianapolis. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the...
Ready. Stick to yours.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Johnson steps away to his left. Ebron's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go. Alert 3.
Johnson on first down, escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funchess, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flashing.
Step. 15 line. 15 line. 61. Matchbox lights. Please grip.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Johnson now to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Short little throw to Ebron. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Go. 50. Plant.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
It's just me and
Blue jaw corker.
It's just me and you.
Undercrush.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because, right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude.
49, check 49. 5.
Throwing on first down. Johnson. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. Going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd.
Ready? 60 or. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Sam off. Rock it.
Johnson on 1st and 10. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Johnson now operating from the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set, loaded, 10 logo.
Here's Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Johnson over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. The Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now
Come on, set. AP Gator. He's counting you.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go.
they begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll go again here with Mack. Flexing his muscle at the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 39 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what...
Set 50, plant.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
On 1st down, Johnson. And the Lions Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Matt Longacre able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Johnson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard.
That's where you belong.
Here we go. 18, Gator.
Check three.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Caught left side by Funchess. And it's going to be another 1st down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. Now Johnson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gain of that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back to throw. Johnson. This is caught. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back.
Down. And Tucson. Greystone, Travis.
It's gonna be a long day.
Johnson throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, able to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Ready? Hey, lock it.
36.
Be grip.
Johnson now on first and 10. Flush to his right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2. Here's Johnson to throw on second down. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 27. From the gun, Johnson. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Matt. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was first and 5, not first and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just second and short coming up.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Second and 2. Buying time to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 9th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
On the set. Hey, orbit. Hey, Haywood.
Now Johnson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Ready?
On second down, here's a run with Matt. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, D.
Go.
Let's go.
Let go.
On 1st and 10, Johnson. It's caught by Funchess. Fighting down past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the balls are...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. We take a win. Deep rip.
Johnson now throwing on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Check. 18 Gator.
Check it back.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway.
Okay, ready?
27, Mike 27.
Hey, Alpha!
Check
5!
Now Johnson on first down. And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a...
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
After review of the play,
ready.
the rookie on the field stands.
New ball, Parker.
26.
Ready?
Johnson throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Check, 47.
2nd and 1. That one's complete to Tomlinson.
Complete to Eric Tomlinson. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your...
Ready? 90, Wolf.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watch it.
Johnson now on 1st and 10. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back back to throw. Johnson being chased out left. Funches has it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Check. Let's go.
Here's Johnson on first down. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Check, 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 check.
Flipper.
You got time.
Now Johnson throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a carry for Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
50, plant.
Get ready. Get ready.
Lock it. Lock it.
Shift, shift.
Ready, ready.
Johnson on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now.
Down. 18, Gator.
We didn't want this. Tighten up, tighten up.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Johnson now throwing again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, baby.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's Johnson off the bootleg. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Complete to Hilton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Johnson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. 2nd and 13.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now Johnson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Johnson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set. 18 Gator.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, Mack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Mack. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks.
Down. 50. Plant.
Johnson off the play fake. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back Back to throw. Johnson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to...
Set, 8, read.
Let's go, D.
Ready?
Johnson now, throwing on first down. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that? Their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that
Ready. Look. Squeeze.
Turn. He's checking.
they'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back to throw. Johnson. Flush. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Here's Johnson. Off play action. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Bravo. Ready.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Johnson flushed. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deon Cain, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Ready. 30 base.
Hey, switch gears.
Johnson on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Indianapolis.
50, plant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Second and 14. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out.
Ready up. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, foxtrot. There you go. Check.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Able to power through. He finds an opening past the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson flushed out right. And the catch made by Hilton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Ready? 8, read.
You're not ready.
5.
Johnson now throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Here's Johnson to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Christian Travis.
Man up, D. Check.
Go.
Now Johnson off the play fake. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the ready.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Mack on the counter.
Missed.
It will not go down. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Ready, ready.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Yo.
Get it.
Johnson, off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Ready, break.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson steps away to his left. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
25. Hey, Charlie. 25. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
3 butt. Check 43.
Johnson now off the play fake. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On the ground, it's Mack, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about...
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Check Mike. Check 50.
5.
Here's Johnson to throw from his end zone. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 40.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Campbell.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Base.
Hey, eat. Let's go, defense.
Get it.
They'll run with Mack. And an alley to run. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 40-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our field. It's our field.
Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
In the face.
Now Johnson operating from the gun. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take this.
Got it.
55. I know he ain't got it. Double tight, double tight. 3 out.
Snap.
Johnson on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And all the way down to the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Twist.
Get it.
Johnson now on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
SOS.
Blue draw Corkers.
SOS. Slam. Check 37.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that's a touchdown late in this affair. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. And Lobo.
Good track. Check.
Five.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. A look at the numbers back from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety strong.
Ready.
On first down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
18 Gator.
Johnson now on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. He's got daylight.
That was a nicely run slant.
And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed once he got it.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
Second and 2. Ebron's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first and 10, Johnson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Back to throw. Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Showtime, partner. What a great one-handed catch. How much of that was him? How much of that were the gloves?
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Screen. Block the screen. Check 3.
Roll out. Bombers. Go.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On first down, it's Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. Johnson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
He was able to move around and found some...
Down. Gone. 70. Indy.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
On the ball. Hey, lock it. Hey, 3. 218. Jump. 2.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to run with Matt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Ready. Kill.
You remember me?
Johnson on first and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. On second down now. It's Mack. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin.
And just like...
Go! 8-3, Christian Travis.
On first down, they'll start out with Matt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Johnson now operating from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game.
Here we go, here we go. Topper.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push to...
Go now. 90 Wolf. Alert. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's get it.
Here's Johnson on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Now Johnson throwing on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run on first down. Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. Johnson forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been...
day. I'm here all day.
Shift. 5.
On first down, Hines, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Set. Ready. Hey, zoom. 18 Gator.
Pass. Bang, bang.
Johnson on first and 10. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Johnson now. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Bring it. You better bring it.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Johnson. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Johnson. Throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down.
Watch out.
5.
They begin the drive with Hines. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Johnson to throw on second down. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Go now. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Down on the... So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
Middle West. 54.
On first down, Johnson. Dancing to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw. Johnson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Johnson on first down. Throw left side on target to Kane, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Johnson now, throwing on first down, flushed out right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Pilot, 64, weak. Out. Go.
Here's Johnson, off play action. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Johnson to throw again. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go! To the team line, 59. You ain't doing it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Set 50, plant. Greystone, Travis.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Johnson going to throw on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ready up.
Watch 57. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now.
On first and 10, Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's a second and 7. For right side here, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. Johnson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Back to throw now on second and 10. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell hitting.
On the ready. Lock it, lock it.
Under 10, under 10, get it.
Johnson now on first and 10. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Mack. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Johnson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Johnson. Flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. Johnson steps away to his left. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That play was blocked so well, it almost felt like a 7-on-7 session with no rush at all.
Pittsburgh.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Dancing to his left.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where you want the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Johnson on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a run with Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. From the gun, Johnson. He's such a good route runner. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Johnson, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run.
Bravo.
Now Johnson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Johnson operating from the gun. Complete to Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Johnson now going to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ja'Kai Polite. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Looking to throw. Johnson. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Rock it. 60 outlaw.
Check out, read.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Forced out to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check the out.
5.
Here's Johnson throwing on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Now Johnson on 1st and 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ja'Kai Polite able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deon Cain. Johnson on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll run on first down. Back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Staying on the ground with Matt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down. Johnson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ja'Kai Polite in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Hilton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On the handoff, it's Madden. Stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts,